Gina, how are you doing?
Excellent.
Thank you for joining me.
It's an amazing atmosphere here.
You just come off stage. How was it?
Amazing. It was a very great interaction I had with Bruce, and we were elaborating on the impact of AI on the workforce and what it means also, for strategies and skill sets of our employees. So it was a very, very good conversation.
So just a small, easy topic.
It is, yeah. Both easy and easy.
But what was something that you took away from the rest of the panelists from the conversation?
It was just him and myself. So I was giving the input on how we are transforming SAP into a skill-led organization and how do we make the human and AI interface work. So this is how we spoke about it.
Amazing.
But it's important to be adaptive and to respond to all the disruptions and all the technological advancements. So you have to find the right answers to them.
Yeah. Speaking to all of your peers here, what's really top of mind? What's the conversation right now happening around us?
Impact of AI on the workforce. That's the top number one topic. And how do
Number two, number three, number four. It's all of them.
Yeah, sure. Yeah. And you don't have all the answers. There are a lot of questions out. And I think we are all trying now to deal with it, to make sure that we are preparing the environment, our employees, that we are also adapting our own AI solutions and making sure that people are lowering their fear and the uncertainty around that.
So
how
does it feel? Because you're at the forefront of a lot of this technology transformation as a business.
Yes.
So that must be very exciting.
It is exciting, and that was also the reason why I joined SAP only last year, because the technology industry is so fast-paced and it's so disrupted by technological advancements that really creates great opportunities from my point of view, but it also requires, new answers to how we work, how we lead, how we educate, how we support talents in our organization, how to design workspaces. So it's everything that was set and secure the past decades is completely now upside down.
Yeah, which is exciting, right?
And that's why I'm in that environment, yes.
Yeah, and I feel like HR is uniquely positioned to lead the way. Would you agree with that?
It is uniquely positioned, and it also requires, of course, challenging the status quo, challenging the roles we were playing also in the past. And that means on top of all the business transformation you have to support and all the work transformation, role transformation, you have to transform yourself also as an HR function. But I think it's exciting because you're really more shifting towards, consulting, product manager, culture champion, AI champion. Yeah. So I think the questions you get and the strategic answers you have to provide, this is where I think will uplift also the HR organization.
Where are you looking at there's so many places we can start. If we talk about your own function for HR, where are the areas that you and the team are investing in? Because there's so many directions. Just looking around us here, right? There's every company, AI, but what is some of the use cases that you and the team right now are focusing on?
Yeah. I mean, SAP runs SAP. So for me, it's a bit easier maybe because I have the HCM solutions in-house, so to speak. For sure, we are trying to adapt and implement our own SuccessFactors roadmap. So we have just announced 12 agents last week at SAP Connect in Las Vegas, which is exciting. One main area of application is for sure recruitment. So this is to say, okay, how can we automate? How can we do AI-driven recommendations? Right? How can we do more data analysis in the whole applicant pool? How can we address workforce planning questions? How can we address also talent pool bottlenecks? So this is an important area to apply. Because there's a lot of administrative tasks also, so that can also free up recruiters to really invest quality time with leaders and applicants. But you can also apply it more in the shared service center area. So we also have the enterprise service management solutions, but we also have a lot of agents around AI coaching, performance management, succession planning. So I also love to use and drive it also in the whole talent management and leadership development space.
And also the exciting announcement with smart recruiters.
Yes.
How are you thinking about that? Are you excited about that?
Very exciting. I just met also Rebecca Carr, the CEO of Smart Recruiters yesterday during dinner. We had great exchanges, great conversations. because it addresses also, the topic that was driving us a lot. And it's also how can you deal with high volume recruiting, and also the topics I just touched on, right?
Exactly.
Automation in recruiting, but also to have an AI experience also for managers, for applicants, for employees. So I think Smart Recruiters is bringing us just to the next level of recruiting.
Yeah. One thing I would say about Smart Recruiters as well is I was in Vegas for the announcement at HR Tech.
Yes.
And we went to the party, the announcement party. And what an incredible culture they have.
Yeah.
As a team, right? Like
amazing.
Really, like, was that also part of the decision making of like ensuring that not only have you got a great technology, but you've got such an incredible team and culture?
For sure. Yeah. This is part of the top 2 topics you have to look at. Who's the leadership team, right? And what is also the culture? And it's very important that's on the one hand, of course, compatible with the culture of SAP, but on the other hand, I think it's important to give space so that you are keeping exactly why you have, also acquired that company and how to learn. It's, for me, always a 2-way street, not a 1-way street, that you say, okay, you have now to be like SAP. No, you're losing. And it's important that we learn from each other, that we're rotating. So I'm very impressed by the dynamic, the speed, and the creativity and the innovation power of Smart.
I've known him for a long time. Like I interviewed their founder, Jerome, and he had the idea before it existed. And it's been incredible to see the journey they're on. And when I heard the announcement, I was really happy because I felt like I such a great team, such a great organization.
Yeah, it's fantastic.
And now combined, it's very exciting. As well. From the learning side, though, I want to talk about in terms of how you're building an adaptive culture that encourages learning velocity without creating change fatigue. Let's just say that.
Yeah, no, this is a great question. I think SAP is greatly positioned because we only exist since 52 years. And we had 5 great founders, and you can see that founder spirit. So it's, of course, not like Smart Recruiters anymore after 52 years, but you still see that SAP is a startup at heart. And that company is used to adapt and shift all the time. So we've been doing that for decades. So we have that DNA in the culture. However, I mean, the disruption is so big at the moment that we also had a look at and say, okay, how can we keep the culture strong? How can we preserve what we have? But what do we also have to maybe adjust or maybe add, right, in order to stay that adaptive? And this is why we are driving now our growth culture program, our growth culture activation, because we say that's the execution foundation for everything we do. And we have very clear, but only few growth behaviors that we are now sharing with employees, involving our employees in conversations, but also linking it to the day-to-day routine, because it's important that you're building that into everything what you do every day. Otherwise, it stays a PowerPoint, right? And we also have
it needs to be embedded in the work, right?
It has to absolutely embed it in the work. That's why we are combining the transformation challenges we have together with our cultural framework and the conversations we have. So we have, for example, growth summits. Those are formats at our 25 biggest locations at SAP. We will touch around 12,000 people at the end of the year. And we are also enforcing so-called transformation journeys with our leaders. So more than 2,000 leaders will also participate with their teams as well, where you can then discuss also, okay, how do we drive the transformation SAP? What is the challenge every day? So that we make sure that we are accelerating also the implementation of the AI first, suite first strategy, because it's all about acceleration, speed, and making sure you are getting everybody along and not losing anybody, right? So the why is so important. So this is how we try that. And then we also set out a target to say that 15% or up to 15% of your working time shall be also invested in learning. So
how much?
15%.
That's very... That's good. I love it.
It is good.
It's ambitious.
It's ambitious, but I think we also want to set the tone. We would also like to encourage our employees to say, look, it's important to stay current, to up and reskill. And of course, using our own technology, like the growth portfolio or AI-assisted learning journeys. Because with that, we are able to personalize learning, right? It's not enforced and you have to do, everything is mandatory, or you have a training catalog. So with that, when I have the skill insights, then our AI assistants can also help to really bring up what is relevant. So people are more motivated to
I think
learn.
that's the thing right now. We finally have the technology that learning... I think we've already gone beyond learning showing up in the flow of work. It needs to show up in the work itself,
Exactly.
right? Because like we've always spoke about learning in a flow of work, learning, but a lot of times we didn't have these tools, right?
Yeah,
The ability to create a customized learning pathway that meets me where I am at. And learning should come to me. I shouldn't have to go to it.
Exactly.
It shouldn't be separate from work. So when we say to people, hey, we need 15% of your time, well, where do I go for this 15%? And if it's just going through a content library,
yeah, no.
you've already lost
Exactly.
me already. So I love that. And leverage, and the fact that you can embed that right directly into, your communication tools, your agents.
Yes.
So it's surfacing where they already are.
Yes.
It's super exciting.
Yeah. And it's also the trend, what you see in your private life as a consumer, right? You also get the hints. It's all personalized. All the advertisement you see around, it's the same logic. And I think we have to enhance employee experience also in the same way.
Yeah, we've had that for so long, right? For our customers, we do such a good job for our customers in most organizations. It's like finally we're bringing it that experience internally, which you would expect to be. But the difficult before, like we know, it was just hard to do at scale.
Yeah.
And personalize.
Yeah.
But now with agentic,
now we have it.
With agentic AI, it has the context was missing.
Yeah.
So we had chatbots for a long time, but it didn't have the individual context and connecting that with the organizational culture, values, mission, purpose, goals.
Exactly.
In one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's really exciting.
It's all interlinked, and this is how we also build that adaptive culture at SAP.
Part of this as well, which we're going to speak about, is them shifting from role-based to skills-based operating models. Yeah. So in order to give us that agility, we also have to go on that journey. How are you going on that journey right now?
Oh, we have been driving that since 2.5 years now.
But it doesn't end though, right? It's
no,
ongoing.
But you have to do, you know what? You have to do the foundation work first. And that took now a while. But we are now we have defined a skill taxonomy for SAP. We have more than 800 skills at the moment.
Yeah.
And these skills are changing because the shelf life of skills are only 18 to 36 months. So that means we have to constantly benchmark. That's what we do. We're benchmarking the skill taxonomy with the outside and say, okay, what skills are upcoming? What skills are declining in the importance? And with having now, the skill profiles and our growth portfolio of success factors linked to our employees, we can even swap in and out real time the skills that are important or not so important. And with that, you can also see again the learning journey.
I was about to say, linking that back to learning as well.
So we have the skill taxonomy defined. We will have it implemented by mid of next year at the latest. We have the growth portfolio up and running.
Yeah.
And it doesn't stop with learning because I'm infusing skills across the employee life cycle. So it's the way we recruit, right? It's you have a larger talent pool in the outside, but you also get a great insight in your own internal talent pool.
Yeah.
And with that, you can also enhance, for example, internal talent mobility.
Yeah.
Because we can also suggest automatically, okay, hey, that's your skill set, and we have that open job, and we have a lot of open jobs internally at SAP.
I can imagine. Yeah.
But it also changes the way we do talent development.
I was thinking about that, performance reviews and succession planning,
Yes. So this is really a game changer, and it's a huge paradigm shift to go from role-based, title-based to skill-based.
Yeah. Listen, before I let you go, because I know you've got to eat lunch, as you look ahead, what are you most excited about as you look forward?
I'm super excited about the dynamics we're in. I'm super excited to design more, the human AI interface to create fantastic power couples, how I call it, and to really also drive the hybrid team thought, and and keep changing and adapting. So that's exciting.
It's an exciting time. What is there not to be excited about right now?
Exactly.
So, listen, I appreciate you coming on. Thanks so much.
Thank you so much.
Have a good lunch.
Yeah,
enjoy the rest of the event, and I'll see you soon. All right. Thanks.
Thank you. Bye.